just a little bit about our honoree. And if you hear anything you like, feel free to cheer. Peter is a native of Wellington, New Zealand. As a child, he was a King film fan. After a family friend gave the Jackson family a 8 Cinecamera with Peter in mind, he began making short films with his friends, and the rest is history. He is perhaps best known for his monumental achievement, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He directed, co-wrote, and produced it, along with great frequent collaborators, and Philip Boyan. And get this, they collectively earned a total of 30 Academy Award nominations, winning 17 Academy Awards, including Best Picture for the final film in 1995. Peter and Fran also received an Oscar nomination for Best Original Screenplay for their acclaimed film, Heavenly Creatures. And since the success of The Lord of the Rings, Peter has once again plunged into the world of Middle-earth to direct, co-write, and produce a trilogy of films adapting The Hobbit, also by J.R.R. Tolkien. Now, the first film of the trilogy, The Hobbit and An Unexpected Journey, was released in 2012 and earned over $1 million worldwide and 3 Academy Award nominations. The second film, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, released last year, earned over $950 million and also received 3 Academy Award nominations. Peter's most recent film is the 3rd and final installment. As with the first 2 films, the final film is a production of New Line Cinema and MGM, with New Line managing production. The film will be released by Warner Brothers worldwide on Wednesday, December the 17th. With select international territories releasing it as early as this Wednesday. Now Peter, through his New Zealand-based Wingnut Films banner, also was responsible for the globally successful 2005 remake of King Kong. And that movie earned over $500 million worldwide and 3 Academy Awards. More recently, he directed the Academy Award-nominated The Lovely Bones, an adaptation. Go ahead and cheer. That was an adaptation of the acclaimed best-selling novel by Alice Sebold. He also produced the global sensation District 9, which received an Academy Award nomination for Best Picture. And he produced with Steven Spielberg and Kathleen Kennedy, The Adventures of Tintin. The film won, amongst many other awards and nominations, the Golden Globe for Best Animated Features. The movie is the first of 3, based on the world-renowned comic book series by Ayrton. Peter will direct the second film in that trilogy. Peter has also been very active in enriching and promoting the arts, as well as supporting worthy humanitarian causes, including stem cell research and civil rights. In his hometown of Wellington, he has helped ensure the preservation of key historical sites and theaters, as well as chairing the 14 to 18 Aviation Heritage Trust. He is also known for mentoring young filmmakers. Peter was made a companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit in 2002, and he was later knighted as a Knight Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit in 2010. And so, on that note, please help me welcome to the stage our honoree, Peter Jackson. Before you get to hear from him. Now our first speaker today is a 19-year studio veteran who became the chairman and chief executive officer of Warner Brothers last year. In this role, he oversees worldwide operations including film, television, and video game production, marketing, and distribution for one of the most innovative and successful entertainment companies in the world. Please welcome Kevin Tsujihara to the stage.
We were talking about the real estate and who Peter's neighborhood would do. That is another place. Right up that awards. I'm so proud to be here on behalf of Warner Brothers, New Line, and MGM to honor Peter Jackson, a truly extraordinary filmmaker who has created an unparalleled cinematic legacy throughout his career. Peter's unique ability to tell a story and touch audiences around the world is well known. The exceptional career, as we just mentioned, includes provocative and critically acclaimed heavenly creatures to the epic retelling of the classic King Kong, the spectacular Lord of the Rings series, and of course our current blockbuster trilogy, Hobbit trilogy. Next week marks the opening of Peter's final triumph in that series, The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, bringing to a close this unprecedented 13-year cinematic journey, bringing moviegoers into the fantastical world of Middle-earth. Both The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies showcase the work of a masterful craftsman who marshals a vast army of actors, artisans, and artists to create films that has become an indelible part of contemporary culture. Peter has vividly brought to life J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, as embodied in his home country of New Zealand. My understanding is they're thinking about renaming the country New Jackson. Not only is it a breathtakingly beautiful landscape, but through Peter's support and vision, it has come to represent the world's view of Middle-earth itself. Peter has been igniting the imaginations of audiences of all ages for many years, and will continue to do so for many, many more years to come. It has truly been an honor for us to be part of a landmark film series to work closely with Peter as he approaches the culmination of his towering achievement. Collaborating with an artist of Peter's caliber and helping his vision come to fruition has been a joy for our studios. The awe-inspiring films he's created will forever stand among the most important titles in the long, grand histories of Warner Brothers, New Line, and MGM. We are thrilled to see him recognized with this well-deserved Star of the Walk of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kevin. Let me acknowledge the chair of the Walk of Fame committee who's with us today. Please acknowledge. He reprised his role of Gollum in The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, as well as tackling second unit directing duties on the film. And he recently announced he will direct an adaptation of Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book for Warner Brothers. Please welcome
There's about 10 billion things I could say about Peter Jackson. Unfortunately, I've only got 2 minutes. It was said on the schedule I've got 2 minutes to say everything about Peter Jackson. So, and Pete's got 3 minutes speech to come afterwards, so I'll try to do this very quickly. I have to adjust it. So, Pete, at the end of principal photography of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, we found a poster for me which had on it, "Hey Andy, thanks for all the fun, and for all the fun to come, ... I have no idea how meaningful those dots are going to be in the following 15 years. But look, before I ever met you, I watched heavy features and I was so incredibly affected by it. It was such a powerful, it was such an inspiring film. And I remember thinking, that is how you make a movie. That's it. That's how you move a camera around and get scenes, and that's how you act. And that's how you direct actors. That's the way to make movies like this. It was kind of, in a way I've never experienced before. It's like a heightened sort of poetic honesty, I suppose, cinematic honesty, and I've never experienced the like before. So then paths crossed when I met you in London at the American Church in Tottenham Court Road with Fran, and I knew almost immediately that there's, well, I knew that I'd be spending a considerable amount of time during the rest of my life working with you. It was just very, very clear and obvious and a huge amount of affection for you immediately. You offered me an amazing challenge. You said that we weren't sure exactly how we were going to achieve what we wanted to do, but it would be fun. And the next thing I remember was halfway up a mountain in a green unitard in front of 200 very hard-ass kingly crew and 6,000 feet up, and you were laughing at me. And that was fun for you, and I never even knew what the word unitard meant until I met you, so thank you for that. In the 15 years that have passed, you brought much needed magic, mystery, cinematic poetry, creative ambition, and most of all joy to the film industry and to the world. The passion that you had as a 7-year-old boy who cut up his mother's skull to make a stop-motion puppet for the first of your remakes of King Kong is still infectious, and it's still irrepressible as ever. You really are genuinely one of the greatest filmmakers on the planet. Genuine, bona fide, no bullshit visionary. Your extraordinary leadership, your forensic thinking, your attention to detail, pioneering, fearless risk-taking, and your work ethic are matched only by your sense of mischief and anarchy. You really are the most incredible human being, a generous, honest storyteller. Your generosity is always extended beyond just the making of your films and beyond your collaborators, as evidenced by single-handedly creating a culture whereby you involve your entire audience around the world in every aspect of the filmmaking process, so that they also feel part of the family, and you allow them to invest their passion. You have taught all your followers that filmmaking is a process that marries tireless endeavour and graft with the fact that it works at its best when it's intertwined with living.
Acknowledge Walk of Famer Orlando Bloom. And his star is down by Madame Tussauds, just a little to the west of us. We also have Richard Armitage. Evangeline Lilly. Lee Pace. And Elijah Wood.
Just a few. What all of you are doing is you're participating in the ongoing success, growth, and development of Hollywood and Los Angeles by being present today. I am working very diligently on the Los Angeles City Council with my counterparts at the local and state level to make sure that we can keep the entertainment industry in Los Angeles and Hollywood and make it stronger than ever before. Of good, how it triumphs over evil. And that is a message that the whole entire planet needs to hear. And it is in that spirit that I award you the certificate of recognition from the City of Los Angeles. Peter Jackson, congratulations.
Well, thank you, Mr. Council Member. And now it's time to hear from our honoree, but let me just say that way a final introduction, that in memory of our late great honorary mayor, Johnny Grant, we hereby declare this Peter Jackson Day in Hollywood.
Thank you very much for coming, folks. And the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce and the Walk of Fame people, thank you so much. Andy Serkis. I mean, Andy is someone that I've worked with possibly longer in an acting capacity than anyone else, and it's just, he is such a joy, as are all our cast. So for Andy and all of the wonderful actors that we've worked with over the years, thank you so much. Some of you we have worked with over the years. It's a bit old. And especially to Waters and to New Line and MGM, who, you know, we've been through the 17 years together, and I think what's most important, apart from coming out of it with 6 films, that we've come out of it as friends, and that is by far the most important thing, and I really appreciate that we'll be friends for a long, long time. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for looking after me over these days. It's because I'm up and down right, but you're still smiling, that's good. This street here, the first time I ever saw it, I was 12 years old, 1974. 40 years ago, and my mum and dad brought me here on a trip, and I've been making movies in New Zealand on a Super 8 camera for about 3 or 4 years. I was 12 years old, and so I walked along the street and I looked at these stars, and never ever in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would find myself here today to receive a star. So that is, you know, it's an unbelievable dream, and it's a, you know, it also is a message, I think, for all young filmmakers out there, that so long as you work hard and follow that dream, it can come true. This is it for me. I certainly haven't done it alone, so everyone in New Zealand, from the government right the way through the country, including all the thousands of people on the crew, everyone at Moonlight and Weber and Park Road, and particularly Philip, thank you so much. And finally, I just want to give a huge thank you to Fran and to Billy and Toby, who couldn't have a dad who lives in a crazy, strange world, but you have been so incredibly supportive for 3 of you, and thank you so much. Lastly, my final thanks goes to the fans and the audiences for our film. We can work hard, we can do what the best that we can do, but ultimately, thank you for you know, being the main reason for the 12-year-old boys' dreams come true. It's people that see our movies, so thank you very, very much.
Yeah, it's awesome. Peter! Peter! Woo!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was so nice. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Mr. Jackson.
That was awesome. Peter on your left?
Big man, excuse.
Such an amazing picture.
Finding Nemo. Everybody. Guys, back up. Richard. Yeah, everyone step forward, back up.
Guys, right here. Team left. Everybody put your foot on the car. Everybody put the foot on the car.
That one guy.
Oh, they're hugging.
Man, that bus is starting to speed up. Forget the pictures. Everybody's like,
Oh, yeah, that was.
The bus passing by. That was awesome. You got your money's worth for this. They just got their money's worth. Oh, excuse me. That's hilarious. Evangeline, one moment.
I don't want to get the picture over.